If you're looking at all the new Dolby Atmos soundbars on the market, but you like keeping your home entertainment area clean and simple, then Sennheiser has something special that doesn't compromise on the high-end audio experience. Today's review is on the Sennheiser AMBEO Soundbar, a complete end-to-end system that delivers amazing Dolby Atmos surround sound from an all-in-one design that's super easy to use and convenient to set up. If you want to read more about the AMBEO, be sure to click on the link in the description to be taken to the full written review on audiovice.com. Along with this review, you'll find hundreds of other reviews, comparisons, buyer's guides, and much more. Now let's get started. To get the full 3D experience that Dolby Atmos has to offer, the speakers have to steer sound all around you, and when it's done right, the effect is amazing. We believe Dolby Atmos is one of the most revolutionary technologies in audio since surround sound was invented back in the 1980s. And now that movie streaming services like Netflix are more popular than ever, we're really excited about all the new movies and TV shows that are encoded with Dolby Atmos, and also all the new performance soundbars that can present it. In fact, this high-performance soundbar is named after Sennheiser's very ambitious AMBEO project. The AMBEO program is Sennheiser's platform behind the scenes, which equips recording engineers, mastering engineers, videographers, and VR developers with unique tools for 3D audio applications and realistic virtual reality experiences. When Sennheiser engineered the technology for the AMBEO, it held nothing back. To create the 3D Dolby Atmos surround sound experience from a single soundbar, Sennheiser employs the latest virtualization technology that captures the unique characteristics of your environment for a more spacious experience. Then AMBEO uses that acoustic information to reconstruct a virtual surround sound installation right here in your room. The AMBEO is designed to sit under your TV. You could purchase the optional wall bracket for a nice, clean, professional look, but I think most people will probably position this right under their TV on a piece of furniture. It comes in a dark gray brushed aluminum finish with a large black grille that will look great under most TVs. The bar spans about 50 inches long, 5.3 inches tall, and 6.7 inches deep. So visually, the AMBEO is a real statement piece, especially for TVs that are 55 inches or wider. On the front panel, there's a microphone input, an easy-to-read graphic OLED display, a status LED light, and finally, another LED light on the far right side of the bar that will illuminate the AMBEO logo when Sennheiser's special 3D technology is active. The underside of the unit is where all the inputs and outputs are tucked away. From left to right, the inputs and outputs are a power connection, a USB port for firmware updates, an Ethernet port, one HDMI eARC output labeled HDMI TV, 3 HDMI inputs and an optical Toslink input, a single RCA pre-out for connecting a powered subwoofer, and a pair of analog RCA jacks that will accept an input from either a CD player or a legacy stereo system. There's even an adjustable cable management band that will tuck your wires away behind the bar and keep them stowed in place. On top of the unit, 7 push buttons will allow you to raise, lower, and mute the volume. There is also a special 3D AMBEO button, a multifunction button, and source select button, and a power button. In the box, Sennheiser includes an impressive microphone for calibrating the soundbar with your room. A power cable is also included and an HDMI cable, and a remote that feels solid and comfortable in the hands. The engineers pulled out all the stops with some very impressive speaker drivers inside the AMBEO. Behind the grille, there are 13 large high-performance drivers. These are independent, high-end drivers that work with Sennheiser's advanced AMBEO technology to create the experience of a virtual speaker system all around your room. 9 front-facing speakers provide the left, center, and right channels for room-filling sound, while 2 speakers on the sides provide the rear channels that will fire sound all around you. 2 height channel speakers on top of the bar fire sound upward for that top to bottom sense of vertical elevation in the sound field. It's important to note that while there is an output to connect a sub, you really don't need to buy one for this soundbar. This sleek all-in-one design is capable of reproducing extreme bass all on its own. This gives you 5.1.4 channels of Dolby Atmos and DTS:X 3D surround sound, plus a single channel for sub-bass frequencies, all coming out of just the AMBEO. While the bass coming out of this is impressive and immersive, if you're a bass junkie Or if you just prefer even more bone-crunching low end that goes lower than 30 Hertz, then you can add a subwoofer to this system. If you already have one, just connect it to the AMBEO's pre-out. Although I think the 30 Hertz bass coming out of the AMBEO is just as exhilarating as going to the movies. Setting up the AMBEO is about as simple as it gets. Sennheiser includes an impressive microphone for calibrating the soundbar with your room. I connected the included microphone into the mic input on the front panel and positioned the mic across the room into my seating position. I appreciated seeing the long length of the cable that Sennheiser also provided with this high-quality microphone system. I also liked how the OLED display provided helpful instructions during the initial setup. After powering on the unit, the AMBEO's OLED screen greeted me with clear instructions that walked me through the entire process. This made the advanced calibration process extremely quick and easy to set up. In just 5 minutes, I was done. Getting the Sennheiser Smart Control app connected with the AMBEO was also a breeze. All I had to do to initialize the connection was follow a few simple steps, and the Smart Control app completely walked me through the handshake process. Once connected, I was up and running using my phone to tweak the sound and save my customizable EQ presets right from within the app. Another great feature about the AMBEO is that it now supports the newer enhanced version of HDMI ARC, known as eARC. eARC is a new technology with higher bandwidth that allows true Dolby Atmos to be transmitted out to compatible devices. With just a quick software update using the Sennheiser Smart Control app, the AMBEO is ready for the future. Even though my TV was older and did not have eARC, I liked the way the connections let me plug in the Apple TV directly to get Atmos. This also allows you to control the AMBEO with your TV's remote, which means no more fumbling around with multiple remotes just to perform simple operations like raising and lowering the volume. If you have a newer TV, most will support HDMI ARC these days, so all you'll have to do is make the connection. I really enjoyed using this feature with the Siri remote that comes with the Apple TV, so I could just give voice commands with Apple's popular voice assistant. I tested the AMBEO right here in this living room, which is a pretty typical room with 9-foot ceilings. First, I demoed the AMBEO with an optical output from the TV to the soundbar, which does not present Dolby Atmos. Even without Atmos, this soundbar presents great room-filling sound and big bass. Then I made the necessary connections to experience the full Dolby Atmos effect without a subwoofer. Even though I was already impressed with the deep 30 Hz bass coming out of the AMBEO just by itself, I connected a sub to it for comparison. I chose a scene from Season 1, Chapter 1 of The Mandalorian. If you fast forward about 30 minutes in, there's a great battle scene with ray guns firing shots from all directions. We know from talking with our customers that people want better sound than their TV speakers can provide. However, not everyone has the space for an entire system of separate speakers and a home theater receiver. The Sennheiser AMBEO can deliver impressive performance without having to spend more money on additional speakers or a subwoofer. The AMBEO is an all-in-one surround sound system that will make immersive high-end sound simple and convenient. I think it does an amazing job of recreating the experience of a complete surround sound installation without having to wire your entire room. At its price point, the AMBEO doesn't appear to be priced for those on a budget at first. But when you consider the cost of adding the surrounds, rears, and a sub to present this level of 3D immersion with other Atmos soundbars, the Sennheiser AMBEO packs in a lot of value and performance into a single device. If you want the best performance available for both cinema and music in an all-in-one sophisticated device, the technology and the immersive sound coming out of the AMBEO is hard to beat. For less than $2,500, it's one of the most impressive sounding soundbars I've ever seen. Adding any soundbar to your TV watching from movies, shows, sports, or music adds so much to the experience. But the AMBEO is special. If you have any questions regarding this high-performance soundbar or any other home audio or home theater gear, be sure to give us a call, chat with one of our experts at audioadvice.com, or stop into one of our Raleigh or Charlotte, North Carolina locations. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the latest home audio and home theater content. We'll see you guys next time.